Hello and welcome back everyone. Today's video is all about the Desert Eagle, or, as I will be referring to it, the Deagle. The Deagle is a weird gun because as a pistol, it never feels out of place or too OP during pistol rounds, and yet it is still a viable main during non-pistol rounds. It operates in a sort of limbo space that some choose never to venture into at all, possibly to their own detriment. Being who I am, however, I live for that limbo. I live to take an often overlooked or ignored gun and make it shine. And I intend to do that exact thing by explaining why the Deagle, in fact, sucks. The cost is one such feature that operates in this limbo. Simply put, it feels too expensive for pistol rounds, yet is extremely cheap for every other round. During pistol rounds, in order to purchase a Deagle I must sacrifice something, be it armor, defuse kit, or both. In the end, I almost always opt to simply pick one off the dead corpse of one of the other players. You can obtain a Deagle mid-round from someone who dropped it. What you can't do is obtain armor after the shop has already closed for the round. Thus, I find that I rarely use it. This makes the most sense for me because I have maxed my armor's cost reduction, and can therefore afford full armor during pistol rounds, making me a veritable tank against the puny USPs and wildly inaccurate Deagle shots from the other team. If you can't afford max armor, however, it is a different story, and Deagle may have a place in your pistol round loadout based on your playstyle. But if you can't afford max armor during pistol rounds, what are you even doing with your life? Actually having one outside of CVC? Pathetic. Could never be me. On the flip side, if you are good enough with Deagle to actually hit your headshots consistently, the amount of money you can save during non-pistol rounds is astronomical. It probably saves you at least $5. Maybe even more, but I can't be bothered to count exactly. Regardless, depending on if it's a pistol round or not, the Deagle's cost switches between being too pricey and being extremely cheap and affordable. Just like your mom LMAO got 'em. Let's face it, the default Deagle skin is just boring. At first it's like oh shiny me likey, but then after using it a while the novelty wears off and you realize it doesn't look all that good. But the Deagle's saving grace in this area is the fact that its other two skins are both top tier. The Magnum revolver is probably the closest thing you'll get to a laser pistol in CVC, and the Raging Bull is sleek and elegant yet nicely accented with color. Both of them are absolutely superb and well worth the cost. What do you mean there's another Deagle skin? Oh, I suppose I should talk about the Enchanted Deagle. Well, to put it bluntly, it's garbage. End of story. I am not biased at all just because I was unable to participate in the CVC tournament. No. Not at all. In any case, overall the Deagle scores about 50% on its skins, which is at least 25% better than all the other guns I've gone over so far. The biggest obstacle to being good with the Deagle is the way it aims. If you take a look at the stats, not only does it have a high amount of recoil, it also has an atrocious amount of bloom. You must take both of these into account when aiming, or you'll continually miss your target by the most rage-inducing amount possible. Raging Bull is definitely a good name for this gun because it almost perfectly describes what it feels like to aim this thing. It has a whole lot of power, and as a result it's gonna be doing a whole lot of bucking. You could not move your mouse in the slightest and shoot 5 separate times and none of the bullets will be anywhere close to where you are aiming your crosshair. Dealing with the recoil is a piece of cake though, since literally all you need to do is just aim down more. The bloom is, alas, unfixable, but at closer ranges is much less of an issue, so just watch your positioning and you'll be fine. You're definitely still gonna get mad at how randomly the bullets will exit your gun though, make no mistake. It takes a certain kind of person to be a Deagle main, it's not for everybody, but damn if it ain't satisfying. The clip size is honestly just annoying. If I'm gonna pay so much for it, why can't I at least get 10 bullets per clip with a max clip? Is that too much to ask? Why isn't it 10, why some random number like 7 or 8? It irritates me to no end. I just want a multiple of 5. Hypixel, please fix, I'm begging you. Your poor game design is literally dissolving my organs from the inside out. Sometimes, I lie awake at night in a pool of my own sweat thinking about how the Deagle clip doesn't have 10 bullets in it. I can't go on like this, Hypixel. I just can't. In conclusion, the Deagle is quite the oddity of a gun that has far too many annoying facets for me to want to use it, but is nevertheless incredibly versatile. But for real, please change the clip size, Hypixel. It burns holes in my retinas every time I see it. I hate it so much. Why must you do this to me? Anyway, due to its high firepower potential, the Deagle earns itself a spot at the top of B tier. What, did you think I was gonna continue to go in order? That would be far too predictable, and I'm not that easy to predict. Stay tuned for my next video, which will be covering the USP. Until next time, this is Chongus, signing off.